Oh, hey, Miss Brown. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, Jana. Girl, yes, Kim. Yes, I am so enjoying myself. Yeah, yeah, I'm enjoying myself right now. It's Tuesday, another day. So I kind of got things planned for the next 3 days, I think so. But I just thought I'd come on here and rebuttal. I'm chilling. See, I'm chilling. I'm chilling outside at the pool. I'm chilling. I'm relaxing. Relaxing. Ricky, 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 Ricky. I'm relaxing. Can't playing a game in there. I'm asleep except for him and I. But I'm chilling. But I thought I'd come on while I finish up my drinking tonight. Here, Stella. I got this here. Yeah, I got some Stella Rose pineapple on it. So once I'm finished with that, I'm gonna get it in. It's a hot day here today, y'all, and I was right about that air, but they sent someone right out and they fixed it. And so I was like, okay. But he was crew. I was like, but he got this air up and running, so it's nice and cool in the house. But it's cool sitting out here too, so it's all right. Momentarily until I get ready to retire. But yeah, I am enjoying Florida. It's the traffic is hectic though. I'm like, oh, I don't know what the population may be here, but baby, when I say the red lights, you gonna sit at a red light for about 7, 10 minutes. I'm like, holy smokes. And they got this thing up here where they drive with the wheels kind of slanted or something. Like, I'm like, what the hell? How the hell they? I don't ask me. I do not know. I'm gonna try to take a picture tomorrow if I see it. But there's some cars out here that is driving with the wheels slanted in. They're not straight on the ground. I was like, okay, that's weird, but it's different cultures, right? They're coming up with some shit to do. But I'm gonna see if I can grab a picture of that tomorrow. So we played miniature golf. I lost. Me and Kiwan lost. Coda won. Cam won. They did pretty good. Coda got a hole in one, y'all. She got a hole in one. I was like, ain't that something? Baby, I can't do this traffic. I'm more of the country life. Honey. No can do. I like my country. I like no traffic. And I like it simple, laid back, and quiet. This is the fast lane. I've been gave the fast lane up. Y'all can have it, but I like the palm trees. I love the weather, but it killed me with the traffic. So I'm gonna have to say, and no, 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 no. Anywhere where there's a lot of traffic, babe. You talking about work being up here? If I had to be at work at 4, I got to get up at 2 in the morning, make it to work. It's gonna take that's a 2 hour route. No, honey, 2 hour route. Can't do it. You spend more time in the car. You say she's got a community post written up about her. Oh, she do. Oh, well, that's not nice because, hey, Harlem, sweetheart, Miss Brown, my mods, what's going on? I didn't mean to wake y'all up. Y'all didn't have to be here for this, but I want to talk about some things and I want to just get it clear as possible and as humbly as possible as I can. One of the, my main message is I just caught Boom Boom's live, and this is going to be my final and last live concerning or rebuttaling back to anything that a Boom Boom says. Okay? As Boom Boom wanted to use the defense of Scooby Doo. She also chose to use her defense tactic, her rebuttal defense tactic, with using the word friends, which I happen to tread very lightly around. She says that I had many of them. She's guaranteeing people that I speak to way more than what she would, consider of speaking to on the YouTube. Now, I have a reply to that. I have my humble opinion rebuttal to why the possible reason could be about not having, I like to use the words associates. She used the word friend. I used the word friend earlier, but not in the context that she's choosing to use it in. So that's okay with her, I guess. Do what you do. But I think first that I want to address the fact of why a few people, or maybe many, did not gravitate to who Boom Boom was. And I believe it was because of Boom Boom coming out in the lane of Angelo Clary. I believe she came out in the lane with known as a TT to R. Kelly's hater. She used the word hater. That that's what I remember. That's what I remember when a Boom Boom hit the streets. I treaded very, very lightly around that one. She come to the channel. I think she donated once. Some things happened. She left the channel. I wanted her to leave the channel, and that was the end of Boom Boom visiting my channel. And that was because of my third eye of what I seen, and I know what I saw. And my intuition did not fail me. It played out exactly how I knew it was going to play out. So that was a straight up MC Hammer. Can't touch that. And I did exactly what I knew I should do. And I did that shit. Hi, servant. How are you, sweetheart? So, it's a guy live next door, y'all. He got a pit bull, and he just been up there playing that music. Hi, Be Pretty. Oh, vacation is going so well. When I tell you woosah, every now and then you need a woosah moment where nothing matters, like you just do it. There's no time on the clock that is up against you. You just do it. Just be spontaneous. And that's what we're doing here. We're just going with the flow. So the grocery store was packed. We went to some grocery store called Pixie or something like that. Whoa, good Lord, it was packed. I keep forgetting that it's Memorial Weekend. So, every holiday, every culture likes to eat. So the stores stay packed. So, oh yeah, she did, Lady Earth. Hello, my beautiful and queen sister. I'm gonna throw my sister. I'm gonna put that in there. hmm Now, she spoke on the fact that explaining about the friend situation. I'm gonna stick with the associates because I grabbed hold to my channel to just associate with people. Finding a friend is kind of, it's kind of iffy. You know what I mean? And it come a dime a dozen. No, boom, boom. I don't have too many friends in my life. I can tell you the truth on that. And I have very, very um, trust issues. I do. I have a lot of trust issues. I feel that my life is just what I chose to not be an open book. And I'm not saying that to say that my life is bad or it's good. It's just that I've always been so just private because I know how people, and in this case, boom, boom, like you and others, will take something that meant absolutely nothing, you know, dig inside of the crate and try to use whatever it is against people. And that is my main reason. See, baby sister in RC taught me that at a very young age. And I'm going to share some things with you. Two rules in my life: be slow to speak and quick to listen. Because yet then you can hear the hypocrisy, the lies, and the negative speaking of people. You can diagnose them very quickly. It wasn't going to be too soon, probably, that you were going to come and try to use Scooby Doo for your defense. But we're gonna get into that too, about Scooby Doo, so that you can be very clear on that. But to sit out here and to hear people say that you don't know, never met, come from another side of the street with all of this buffale crap about where you can forgive and you can do this and you can do that. I don't even know hypothetically how you can do such a thing, even with that, when you don't even know a damn person. All you people think somewhere outside of a freaking bubble on a whole bunch of illusional shit in your head. And it sickens me. Sorry, but it sickens me. It does. And that's just my personal sickness. It's just my personal sickness about the shit. But I sit back and laugh at it. And I question my other personality. I, boom, boom, I'd be like to myself, my other personality, bitch, you hear this shit? And then the personality will shoot back to me like, I don't even know how they keep putting this dumbass shit in their head because this is something that they want to be. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you want it to be. But is it really what it is? I be I be going, whoa boy, I'm telling you, um, my other personality. I don't even know what to call her, but yeah, she's there. And I know that it was, some information put up about you. And I didn't do my live for malicious intent at all. What I'm saying is that it went up and you come back in a shape, form, or fashion to say, well, she didn't really do anything to me. Whether if it was real or not, she didn't really do anything to me. Now, mind you, you come back, you had to double down behind that to say that, well, Scooby Doo cussed you out and he called you all the colors in the crayon box. Dog, won't you put up all your shit? But baby, I ain't never said that nigga was a friend of mine. I ain't over here cheering him on a goddamn thing, 'cause he don't need it. Running his own goddamn show over there. But I get it. Oh, because I showed up in his chat. I show up on Pap's time. And when Pap time, when it was Pap's time to show up, that was only because he's doing one thing that cracks me the fuck up, and that's all about that goddamn bookum. And literally showing all the videos. doing the same way I have done in a couple of other people chats. Oh, I'll pop up to laugh my ass off, baby. Oh, hell yeah. And you better might tread a little lightly. Because if that nigga's over there dropping all these damn stories, which some of them are old, but putting them all in line with his biography of the goddamn community out here, you just might be next in line. Shit. See, one thing about Scooby Doo, ain't nothing he can drop. I wasn't aligned up with Drunken Larry. Now was I? I don't know Angela. What do I? I went down there at nephew house trying to see what's going on and learning all about Azrael and coming all out here and then all of a sudden I don't know, I guess that side dropped you like a hot potato. Where you felt that, well, I guess I'll try this R. Kelly side. What you did? I ain't do that shit. I ain't never goddamn straddled. No damn well. I've been right here in my lane. But you went on to say that I guess I have all these friends or such and such and such. No, I have a bunch of strangers that I don't know a damn thing about that shows up in a box in a virtual world. And I don't have control over that. The only thing that I have control over is my finger pressing this start button on this live. And that's where it ends with me. See, I'm not out picnicking. And I sure ain't on here talking about some, that's my bro or that's my sis. Because of people have a genuine way of using their words to become of liking or attaching to people. That ain't what I do. If it ain't real, I can't touch it or smell it. It ain't real to me. The virtual world. And I know the goddamn difference about it. I do. So they say that mind the business that pay you, right? A lot of people say that shit. And it just so happens to be that I sit out here in the same community amongst a whole bunch of other people. And this is the choice that I've made. Whatever and however Scooby Doo did all that blastful, pap ain't this and pap that and put up this and put up that and put up this. It didn't bother me at all. Not at all. But at the same time, I ain't calling a bro. I ain't down about to go do no giving a hug and a handshake. I'm in my own lane where I am going to stay in my lane of trust issues. See, people like you and a few others fail to look over the fact that, the whole fact that I guess it took him some time to do his homework to find out, and this was his homework, not mine, who was who and what was what. And Papoose wasn't in no part of a who and a what was what. Not at all. But throughout his fight with trying to figure it out, and under his assumptions, I guess he chose to put me in it. But he had to find out to leave me out of it. I got shit to do with it. None of this shit that went on out here in this goddamn community. My life is too busy, too important, and too goddamn risky to hand it over to anybody that I don't know. And let alone the goddamn feds and the police and this or that. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not going to wait all of these years to get on no freaking YouTube to say, welcome in my world, police. Are you out your mind? And a whole lot of other people. So, You went on to say, boom, boom, these things about this age category. You may have a particular experience over me. And for that, I'll have to say, I beg to differ. Because ain't no way in the hell my grown ass with grandkids and any other family member that I truly, dearly care about would have gotten up off of my black ass at 50 or 60 or in between at 55 to go nowhere near around those two guys. I don't know for sure if you had them stood on the same concrete as Angelo, but apparently it was put out here that you might have visited Uncle Larry because I believe you told that story when you drove down there. See, you put your family, your life at risk to go and deal with someone who was in the midst of doing a lot of things that he probably wasn't doing. Then all of a sudden it's, oh no, I'm going back home. I ain't doing this shit. But see, your first thought, train of mind, should have been turned down at the beginning. I used to sit back and still wonder why the hell and what the hell and who are you? How the hell did you even know a drunken Larry to even want to go and take a visit on that and almost possibly got yourself caught up in that shit? But you says that you're a lot older than me, so I think that the choices that you made in your life, you might have fooled yourself. Because, baby, at my age, my first choice would have been, oh, hell to the no, no, no. I make the right choices at the very beginning. You can throw me a proposition, and I guarantee you, I got my pen and my paper. I'm going to write my pros and my cons. Now, I'm almost under the impression that there might be your pro column longer than your con. Maybe it was some money tossed up in there, or maybe, something was enticing in there. But that main question still lies on how the hell, where in the hell did you even get caught up? Like, how was he enticed? How the hell did that even unfold? But that's near here or there, right? Because we can take that and move it a little bit further down the train line. We can do that. We can go down the track with this shit. Because there's other people that I thought about putting some work into, talking about on the paperwork, the pros and the cons. How did that other situation happen? Keep asking myself that shit, like out of the blue. How in the hell? But you also have to remember that one thing that I do say, and I mean what I say. I don't mess with toxic people. So that means that whomever that you would consider as a friend of mine or an associate of mine, knowing your YouTube history from your mouth, had they touched you, I like that X Factor shit, man. X gone. It's just that damn simple. It's just that damn simple. But let's jump back to the point where you said that I probably have talked to half. I don't know what's the rank of interest of that, the POI. And the only reason that I can scratch my head like what? Either could be because you straddled as well. Maybe the people was a little torn about, talking to you or chilling with you or whatever because of your alleged connection with a drunken Larry or Angelo when you came out here. Maybe it could have been that. I don't know. It's just a question that I'm at. I just ask you because you brought it up. You know, that's all. And it is what the fuck it is, I guess. Now I have, I listen to a few of people. You guys want to dictate and depict on how a person should act, what a person should say, all that type of ass shit. It's easy to say on YouTube because behind closed doors, nobody really knows how y'all act. I don't know what you do in your house. I laugh with my family. We kick it. We have a good time. And it's nothing embarrassing or anything about it. Keeps you young, young at heart. Because the age don't goes back. It don't go backwards. So I understand that part too. But baby, Papoose ain't jumped through the hula hoop of a friend over there and a friend over there and a friend over there. So all that forgiveness and this or that, and then we want to take a YouTube up to the clouds. You want to talk to God now. Talk to God. I be asking myself, what the hell for? He ain't finna do nothing but keep repeating some shit. But that's just my opinion. That's just my damn opinion. It's my opinion. I've seen, and so have a lot of these people out here in these boxes, so much straddling and contradiction that is crazy. But you seems to feel that somewhere I might be contradicting and doing what else? Because that would be incorrect. Incorrect do. Incorrect do. Is it toe or do? That would be incorrect. Mm-mm. Been right over here. Truth be told, though, boom, boom. Not fucking with none of y'all. None of y'all. And trust me, those people that you say is friends that I may be talking to, I don't even know how you would even know that. I don't. Ooh, I really don't. But I promise you, they have been some of the best YouTube associates that I know for a fact that is not out here straddling all through the YouTube streets, needing a place to fit in, needing someone to talk to or whatever. So I'm still cracking up on the fact that, you know, it was okay. And I promise you, all that shit that Scooby Doo done said or done did, that shit didn't bother me. I'm a Chicagoan, and I know how we get down. Or we gonna say some shit to get you literally lit and have you come out here and do some crazy ass shit. But see, Scooby Doo didn't push me to that point. But guess who he did? All you people like you. People like Book'em, people like the cousin and all of you. All of y'all connected force. Y'all type of people. I ain't going to chase it. I ain't none of that. I'm too grown for that type of shit. Mm-mm. I'm too grown for that, girl. Wasn't worth it. So don't flatter yourself to think that I'm about to go to Scooby Doo's next goddamn barbecue, because I'm not. So it's okay. And I'm also not to pull no goddamn, I'm not too quick to draw. Let me put it that way. Because my life is important to me. So if you think that what he done called me or put me under the dirt and under the sun, he got it back tenfold. We went back and forth. The same way I did the same way that other people would come back and say something when I hit this button, I'm coming back tenfold. Just like everybody else. The only difference is with me is I stand down when I want to stand down. Because I don't have that type of control over me. I know when my inner spirit say, go sit your ass down. Then I have that other inner spirit say, shit, you better go get that motherfucker. Hi, Joy. What's going on? So before you feel any type of way about the people all of a sudden that you have a change of heart about from leaving from the outside and coming over here, kudos to you. Knock yourself out. Float your boat. Float your boat. I still know that this is YouTube. I still know that. Mm. Now, you says that whatever beef it is or X, Y, and Z about this whole bitch ass catfish, it ain't no beef. Ain't no beef. I ain't no hatred in my damn heart. Oh, this is called clapback. This is just clapback. Little goddamn clapback. She gonna be alright. She gonna be alright. At the end of the day, this whole showdown, it went down. And I'll tell you this, Boom Boom, don't you ever think that I am oblivious from the start of it to the end of it. Mm-mm. I'm just slow to speak, quick to listen. That's it, that's all. Seems to be that old papoose might be the middle entanglement, might be some missing pieces of all this shit. That's what it seems to me. And that's why I have to sit back and laugh my ass off. Yeah, it just may be that way. Maybe it just may be that way. Well, I sit back and chill and laugh. Because it ain't important to me. Not like that. It ain't important to me no more. Mm-mm. So it ain't no beef. So don't put that word out there. I don't like that word, Boom Boom. I don't like that word beef. Beef make it seems like you about to roll up, wild west style. I'm gonna sit my ass right here and sip on this damn wine, talk my shit just like everybody else do. Ain't going on. Ain't no beef. They're called clapbacks. That's it. That's all. And I kind of almost figured, I almost, boom, boom, figured that you would understand it, right? But it's usually the people that it's not angled to that wouldn't understand it. See, it would have to be angled to you for, I think, for you. And this is not for you to understand. Technically, it's not really your damn business. Let's keep that shit honest. Let's keep it honest, right? Because all it's doing is just giving you, him, they, us, and we something to talk about. But one day, if we still around, maybe you would. And good thing that it's not you, because now you don't have to go through this shit. You killed all your shit with those people over there from the ops. Same with it that, they was getting down on your ass. Let's not leave that out the damn equation, baby, because them girls over there was lighting your ass up like the 4th of July. I ain't gonna lie, I saw that. I just eat my popcorn laughing. They won my goddamn business. Technically, I'm out of line down for speaking on it. But in all honesty, I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna let you know when that wine talking. Right now, it's still pap. It's still pap. But yeah, you know, maybe you lost. I don't know the connection with people after that death. It could. I don't know. See, I didn't do it like that. That wasn't me. I kept my life real out here. That wasn't me. Shit, old Batman's when they found your ass at the club. That wasn't me. I was minding my business. That wasn't me dead on the damn dance floor in the second life to the big girls bag it up. That wasn't me. I was at home chilling. Atmos found your ass. Shit. Atmos came out here and told the witness, no, she ain't. No, she ain't dead. That was Atmos said that shit. I think. I can I think I'm almost 99% sure. I can't be all the way, sure, but I'm pretty sure that's where I might have seen it. I might have been drinking some 19 crimes that night. So I want to say that it was him. And if it wasn't him, then I have to apologize to Atlas. Damn it. And who knows though, boo boo, you might still be undercover over there. I don't know. All I know is MC Hammer ain't touching that shit. That's all I can tell you. I ain't touching that shit. I don't know what fence you over. I don't know. You just came a peeping out here. I don't know. I don't know if you may still have a few ties, to the old drunken Larry. I don't know if you might be sending them kites and shit. About what your new friends talking about. I don't know. Our Miss Brown, this wine, girl, it ain't me that, but the wine about kicking in. This Stella Rose, it's Stella Rose is kicking in, girl. I'ma sleep good. Till I move up out here and go to spend some more money. Yeah, I don't know. You know what though, Bobo? I'm almost 150% sure that there is no story like that you can tell about Papoose. I'm almost 150% positively sure that you can't find no strap story like that about Papoose. Almost. See, that's what you call solid. Integrity. Loyalty. Yeah. And for the people that I have come across out here, boom, boom, these people is lacking it. Lacking every bit of it. I promise you that. Yeah, I promise you that. So, little defense, that you have for your, I guess, humble rebuttal back to Papoose. I'm sorry, but that's a failure. Yeah, you failed that. That was a failure, honey. I don't give a fuck about what no damn Dubowski done did, done said, and done. None. I got up every day and continue on with my life every day when I click off this damn YouTube at all. So if you thought that readdressing something like that for your defense, for out of the one in a million in my Aaliyah's voice, things that a lot of people done saw, or heard, some of them out of your own mouth about, you know, what had done happened and how you done had all of a sudden, ended up over on the Team Kill side, still suspicious. I don't know. I ain't rocking with nobody that had an issue or a problem, especially as strong as you went about R. Kelly. I picked one side, and that's one side only until that man is free. I ain't shaking hands or dancing with nobody that then already rocked and danced with the person that went along to go along to initiate or put any propaganda and all of that stuff out to have or to help, who to have helped in any shape, form, or fashion to have Mr. Kelly prosecuted. I said that I rock R. Kelly. Ain't no need of me talk to you over there. Mm-mm. That's just general. I'm just generalizing that. Ain't no way. I ain't even throwing you a high and a head shake. Keep it moving, bruh, until Mr. Kelly come home. But that's just me. That's just me. That's just me. I get it. It was seems to be very important to know what went on over with the Hops and what's going on over here with the Kills people. I don't know, some weird shit. I ain't never want to know shit that was going on over there with them damn ops or drunk Larry. One didn't want to come nowhere around. I had to put the white chalk line down. Don't go across this line. You don't belong over there. You can't cheer on two sides. I don't even know what you would call it to have associates from both sides. Is that like an instigator or confused or a straddler? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that was. But I get it. You can have friends and bros and cousins and TTs and shit all around the world. I guess that's how that shit goes. I'm glad I'm limited. I'm a limited goddamn person. No. So, that's that. But woman to woman, whole lot of things have been said and done pertaining to catfish lady who you now is, become very fond of. You become very fond of her. And I'm not here to pry your eye open to have you see very clearly, to get you to, you know, stop calling or thinking that I'm messy. Retaliation comes in different shapes or form and fashion, right? And I done heard your whole Martin Luther King speech a little while ago. And not one time did you even mention to balance your story out of some things that came from the left side towards me. Not one time. So when I hear things like that, and and I hear that slight past judgment thing, right? That tells me that somewhere that you're making a choice on siding whether if you like beans or potatoes or steak and potatoes. You making a decision because you didn't balance your story out. And I understand that. I understand that psychology is so big. Boom, boom. But I understand that because if you refrain from doing one thing, see, it doesn't kick off or carry on another thing that is unwarranted, unwelcomed. So I get all that shit. But baby, when I get ready to tell the story, oh, it's gonna be balanced in a fuck. Cause you going in it, she going in it, they going in it, and if I belong in it, I'm putting my black ass in it. Oh yeah, we gonna balance it out. Tilt the scale. Cause I don't want to show favoritism or likeness too much like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be fair all around the damn board. But I get it. I happen to be one of those probably, little crazy, well, fuck your feeling shit. You understand what I'm saying? I get it, you have to respect, because people take things the wrong way and the feelings and things like that get involved, but it also would align to the fact that you're not keeping it real. You don't show dignity. You don't show loyalty because you can do all of that balancing act. And if a friend is truly your friend, they'll understand things like that. And you won't fall out. They'll understand why things were said like that without thinking that it was a personal attack on you. And now you can figure out who's your friend or not. Because if they come back and be like, well, bitch, they ain't your friend. They'll understand why you did it. Once you sit them down and talk to them and things like that, they'll understand it. They do. They do. But the crazy thing, though, boom, boom, is everybody seems to think that Papoose is the crazy and the messy one. That should be cracking me up. When I keep trying to tell people ain't nothing wrong with me. Absolutely nothing. Now don't let me start to think that you joined the bandwagon to believe in what that darn catfish was saying over there with all that damn conjunction junction. What's her goddamn function? Huh? And we all know what was made as the middle, or who was made as the middle person, when I kept saying that that's not what it was. How many times do you think was sufficient enough for me to say that's not what it is? Stop it with the shit. Just stop it. Oh, but when I came back fiercely, it made it seem as if I was true. That no, that what was being said was true because it came from the other hand. Because of me coming back and what rebuttaling on a defense about shut the fuck up. So now what? It made me look guilty, like it was something there. Is that how y'all depicted that bullshit? Yes, I rode through Georgia, girl. It was hectic. I promise you, I must have looked over and it was like a little Nissan or a Pinto or some shit. I thought that was Bookham. I almost snatched a picture. I almost grabbed me a picture. I said, well, that kind of looked like, nappy neck, but then he turned around, but I ain't see the nap, so I don't think that was him. Yes, and Shawnee, it was a beautiful drive. I have not driven to Florida over to Orlando like this. It's been over 15 years now, so I've driven to Fort Lauderdale. God, that's been about 7 years. So, yeah, that's it. So, something else you said, boom, boom, or something that you insinuated that because I see the people in your chat, and those people may have been what you call friend of mine. So, you're under the impression that I got anal about that. Well, let me stand you correct on that. I just start watching your channel. I just mistakenly, because it was nothing on the board, and I was like, oh, she's rebuttaling behind my side chick commentary, my video. So I was interested in that. Now, you take that day, which I believe was a day of last week. Outside of that day of last week, I wouldn't have known who or what or how is falling in your chat. I don't watch your channel. And that's probably been for the last 2 years, I think, since you left the panel with Beautiful and Queen panel when y'all was doing that. And I was modding that show. Once you left there, I didn't follow you. I was following my Beautiful and Queen show because I was never so whatever you've done pretty much after leaving Yolanda's, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing on your channel basically because music that you was playing, I have that all on every goddamn 100 devices that I have over here. So I didn't need to sit there and waste my time to listen to the OJs or the Sharks or the what's that the Delphonics and grew and the guy I didn't need to go and waste countless hours to sit there and listen to that. I got my own goddamn music. So outside of that, yeah, I'm in your neck of the woods. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, that would be probably the first time that I actually skipped Trace through your videos is when you did the rebuttal to the side chicks. Other than that, I don't know what the fuck you're doing over there. I don't come over there. Stay on my side of the tracks. There's nothing that I found of, interest. And they say they go to, channels that may interest you. And there was nothing that you were doing that was interesting to me at all. So I never stuck around. So that would be information to feed to the people. And I just wanted to correct that as well. So the insinuation on that, yeah, that's a F. We going I'm gonna have to give you an F on that one. I don't know what the fuck you do over there. And I sure in the hell ain't finna waste my time listening to someone who feels that they hold a position in educating people. Then it doesn't hold my interest. Not all these grown ass people out here. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to listen to anybody that feels like that they could tell somebody, not tell them, but suggest how to act, what to say, when to say it, how to say it, what to dress, and all that shit. I have no interest. It's to each his own out here because everybody out here are adults that has already had some type of parent in their life. I ain't out here to correct that shit, and I ain't want nobody to come tell it. I don't want to hear it. Period. Because I look at it like this, though, boom, boom. And I get it that everybody want to be a scholar at something and teach something and be something and do something. But had the people, and I'm generalizing this, walk the walk that they are talking right now, nobody would have a rebuttal on the straddling, the demotic, the egotistic ways of people. None of that shit would exist. So somewhere, and I get it, because we all do have a part of a failing in our lives on some type of subject, and I understand that shit, right? But I'm just trying to figure out, like, because you say or people say that they got their life all together now, and we don't do this and I don't do that. Like, okay, so what? Believe your shit because you say your shit? What the fuck you doing behind your closed doors? I'm out here in a YouTube world with people in a box, and because you see it and you do it, and that shit supposed to be believable. Now what? On about it with that shit. Nah. Take away from YouTube. Oh, thank you, Shanti. Girl, he's been a handful today, too. Ooh, oh, he's been a handful, honey. But he's finally knocked out. He'll be up. He wakes up promptly about 8, 7, 8, somewhere around there. But, he's having a ball. He's having so much fun. So, yeah. And that's my only thing about that. I can, I, I I'm independently smart enough to know who and what I would take some type of a scholar information from. I'm very finicky with that shit. I just, when you see, they did the dirt over here, they did the dirt over here, like a drug addict or something, right? They've been smoking all their damn life. All of a sudden, ain't all the way clean, but they want to become the best damn teacher in the world. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Go fuck on somewhere. I hear that shit. Hmm. I mean, I hear. Yeah, he's sleeping now, Shani, and I'm so. But we back on it tomorrow. We back on the Floridans concrete tomorrow. Yeah, no. But that it didn't surprise me though. But I was kind of looking, maybe thinking that half of the story out here. That's all I'm saying. You know, Scooby Doo sent shots and I fired back. I fired back. He sent more shots. I sent shots. He fired back. See, that's a balanced story. Thank you, Carib. Thank you, sweetheart. And I definitely will. I am, honey. So same rule applies, you know. Balance the stories out. Those half-ass stories irritates my ass. Can't just go into the courtroom and stuff. To one, it's two sides to the stories. Tell it all if you're gonna tell it. Just tell it all. It'll make more sense to the people. You know, it would make a whole lot more sense than you to come out here and told all that shit like I didn't stand up to my for myself against Scooby Doo. That's how you put your story out, and that's crazy as hell because you was looking for what type of leverage, kudos. You felt good about that. When I said that, the whole catfish thing put the information up. I don't know whether if it was true or not, but she showed perpetrated as if it was yours. I didn't say, but wasn't insinuating on anything for you to come back to get into any type of goddamn feelings about the context. The common denominator of the whole thing was to just with the when I started hearing the friends and I'm fond of her and I it's bullshit. It's total bullshit. And then you throw in there how you want everybody is forgiven. Well, you know how I see it. When a person even does that attempt to be malicious, malicious. It ain't no different from a battered woman getting hit once. Because if they hit you once, oh, that's you best to believe somewhere in one of those pockets that we have on our pants. Because we got about what, five, two, four, and the two little and six, right? They're gonna always stay weaponized up, which means that since you done claimed it, you done claimed the whole big F word, my friends, right? Now you got to walk the line of the friend things, right? You done put your sincerity in somebody's lap. Mm. See, Papa ain't done it. Ain't gonna do it. Nah, I never thought about doing no shit like that. Boom, boom. Ain't nowhere in the hell. You got to think about it now. Or you're gonna make sure for the rest of your YouTube career that something like this never, ever, ever happens again. You understand? You got that's the position that you just put yourself in. Because you done made them relatives now. Y'all all relatives. Yeah. So you can't cross them now. Oh, you can't team up with nobody ever, ever. You can't even ride solo, dolo by yourself and accidentally say something. Because she got that weapon to draw back again when she good goddamn ready because she done did it once. It ain't too much that will stop a person from doing it two times or three times. So I think that y'all might, you might want to prick your finger, touch blood to blood, tie in that blood, sister shit. And I'm not saying that people can't be good people, because I'm definitely good people. Boom, boom. I just walk life with a fine tooth comb. That's all. And I have a great, great intuition on how to pick them. I promise you that. On how to pick them. And I never picked that purple plum at all. And I don't know. I think at what you say you're 60, a lot older than me. Might have seemed like that you probably should have just been like, well, that's their stuff. I understand what's going on. And then, but it's woo, 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 woo. But now you're rebuttaling, back to the shits. And that's crazy. Because you see that I have a mouthful of rebuttals that I can do based off of all the shit that I seen you did, where you come from, who you talk back out here first, who you was rolling with first on that type of level bullshit. I can do the same shit with absolutely no meaning to it. None. There's no freaking meaning to what I'm saying, "Oh, there's no caring to that freaking level." I don't give a fuck. I definitely don't give a fuck. Shit's crazy. I'm almost done with my wine. Mm, mm. But I must say that Stella Rose pineapple is pretty good. It's pretty good. Mm-mm. That's funny though. Let's boom boom because you said friends, right? Hmm. No, I ain't gonna even talk about that shit no more. 'Cause I don't give a fuck about that shit either. Mm-mm. Not at all. Yeah, I kind of thought that too, though, Shannon. I really did. But that's how she came out here. Pretty much no different than the rest of the guy, you know. And I'm not saying this to be mean, but cruddy, you know, cruddy, uncertainty type of people, you know. It is. So there was nothing, boom boom, for me to continue to um, feel any type of way about Scooby Doo. Not at all. There was nothing. There's nothing at all. Nothing. See, I knew the truth. He just had to find the truth. So I can understand when people come across certain situations of X, Y, and Z or whatever, and the stress and the turmoil and this or that of not knowing which way bow and arrows are being shot. I didn't understand that shit. So I understood, you know, all of his ridicule against Juan Papoose. Totally understood it. 100%. But see, that was something that I had to let him get past and play my position that I do, which was I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck today if he'd have still been in his position of being bitter or whatever towards a papoose. It was something that he had to search and do his homework and find out about it. hmm That was it. I continued on with my life. Now, I guess since you brought it up, I wonder, can you go back and rebuttal on the last time something like that had happened? Because that's been a long time ago compared to the shit show that was continuing on way after I left downtown Chicago. A whole bunch of shit been going on. And Papoose wasn't involved in that. We don't talk about that. Hmm. And the crazy part, I think you said something about your sis. This your new sis, and the information that she put up or whatever. You said that that wasn't true. But if that wasn't true, or what she put up, I'm trying to understand. Because in one of your lives, you sure came back to explain all that shit. Now, boom, boom. Call me goddamn crazy, baby, but who the fuck comes back to explain some shit about some people or whatever with a daycare and in the same sentence tell the public out here that what that woman put up against you wasn't true? Girl, that's a domino effect, but I wait. I'll definitely I'll definitely wait on that. How the hell did you do a whole live that day explaining that shit? Oh my God. You know, Bubba, where I'm from, when shit ain't true, you just don't touch. You don't put an explanation to none of it. You just walk it out. Just walk it out. I couldn't understand that shit, but it is what it is. To each his own. I ain't explaining a goddamn thing that I know for a fact ain't true. Look, I owe you an explanation for. Oh shit. I don't know, boom boom. This YouTube street shit crazy as hell though, ain't it, girl? This shit crazy as motherfucker. Crazy. Who would have ever thought, right? Who would have ever thought? I don't know. I remember that live though. Fuck you, be. I was sitting over here like, what? Oh, okay. All right. You'll be scared, shining. This shit crazy, man. And this damn streets done been through the weather out here. The rain, the storm, you name it. It's crazy. And through it all, though, boom, boom, guess who been in her own lane and ain't tied into none of this shit? Mm, Papoose. Yeah, Papoose. Yeah. We don't want to talk about that, though. We should talk about that one day. Maybe you should hit the panel. We talk about that. Maybe I could explain it to you a little bit more thoroughly as to why not. mm. Oh, I'm almost done with that wine, though, girl. I got about three more sips. Yeah, so it's not about, boom, boom, who's floating over here or who's floating over there and who's doing this and who's doing that. Especially with me, because I can click on this button and talk with nobody in this damn chat. Absolutely nobody. But then at some point you gotta ask yourself, is you crazy as hell? You talking to somebody, ain't nobody there. But most of us been doing that all our lives, right? When they be like, well, who you talking to? Shit, nobody. We've been doing that shit all our lives. And only you can get an answer from you, pretty much. Put a lot of thinking process into it. Yeah. You say you remember that live? Girl, did she do it? So, okay, at least I got another person in here that was aware of that live because I know I saw that live. But she came back to say that none of it was true. But yet, then there's a piece of paper up on a screen share that literally had her name and the date and the time and the stamp of people coming out doing this, doing that. Then she come back around a whole damn lie on some shit that she said wasn't true. I'm gonna prove it to you. I ain't proving shit. If you say that that's what it is, then that's what it is. Let the people run with it. I don't give a fuck. Besides, Scooby Doo put up this and put up that and put up this, and I didn't come back nine damn time to say whether if he was right or wrong, cause I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give two fucks. He could have put up the sun, the moon, and the stars and said that I lived on the moon, and I wasn't coming back to explain where the fuck I lived at. Wasn't gonna happen. Wasn't gonna happen. I didn't have those easy buttons to push though. Boom, boom, shit. She pushed the hell out of your button. Quick, fast, in a hurry. And you know what's crazy about that? I think at that time, like, she might have, she had a couple of partners out here. Woo, but now the family relationship has gotten thicker. I mean, the family relationship has gotten thicker. Now, it's going to either play out one or two ways. The way I'm over here doing some Inspector Gadget bullshit ass job. But that's just me. I'm crazy as hell sometimes. It's gonna have to play out two ways. Maybe somebody's being infiltrated. I don't know. Maybe you done getting real close and putting the butter on to get some information that you may be searching for. Get on back down there to the drunken Larry or the what you call that man name? Angelo. I don't know. Or maybe you might be getting infiltrated. I don't know. But I know one thing. I'm sure go wait and see how this shit play out too. Ain't too many goddamn episodes going on in different angles and shit. Sometimes I wish they just all grouped the fuck up. It'll make my nose ass job easier. That's the only two ways this is going, boo boo. It's either gonna go up and get stuck, or this shit gonna go down and down to the ground, baby. And I'm gonna sit right here and wait for it. And whatever happens, I'm gonna have my fireworks ready to blow off. All that red, white, and blue shit. You sure the fuck is. Crazy thing, boom boom. I don't give a fuck if Tom, Dick, or Harry don't like it. That's the crazy part about it. But baby, somebody is creeping. Mm-hmm. It's creeping. See all that damn bruise and sus and shit. All that shit doing is just soften the butter. Mm-hmm. That shit just softens the butter. I believe it when you prick some fingers and get the blood squirting out of it and tap the goddamn index fingers together. Sure in the hell will. That's what I believe in. Oh, jeez. And they said that, a lot of people, sit back and think that this shit ain't comical. Well, boom, boom. And that's what makes this shit hilarious, man. You can say whatever you want on here. Why you not sleep? Boy. You done playing your game? Oh, you not? Just cold, freezing. It ain't freezing. Go put a coat on. We ain't turning that air off. Wear your long john. You got pajama pants. Change clothes. And that's just how it's just how I feel about it. You know, you think that ain't aware of listening to this whole goddamn conspiracy, buffale, you know, illusional and delusional crap going on out here? Girl, please. Girl, please. But I give you a penny for your thought. Mm-hmm. One of your songs. A nickel. I don't want no kisses or nothing, but a nickel. Penny for your thought. Nickel for your kiss. Didn't waste my time. So to that whole forgiveness thing, I don't have anything really to forgive nobody on. One, because I tread this shit lightly as Fuck out here. Treaded it very light. I watch those shows. I know what it's like walking, or I've seen what it's like walking on thin ice. I seen those people collapse through there. Some of them couldn't be saved, no matter what. And this community out here is very, very, very thin ice. Yeah, this ain't no thick ass ice. Mm-mm. So how people feel or may say had they gestures about one papoose. I don't have feelings for that, boom boom, because I'm in a virtual world. I don't have feelings for that. They say what they want to say and do what they want to do. You know, never had feelings like that. And the only reason the only reason why I continue to rebuttal from a woman to a fish is because of the outrage and the output of delusional tactics, delusional narrations about one papoose. And it ain't gonna stop until I feel like doing so. It's not gonna stop until I feel like things that were said would be substitute for the absolute truth. Mm-hmm. Out here. And I'm not gonna be the one with the absolute truth. Mm-mm. No. You might tell your sister that she might need to wanna clean up some shit. Yeah, clean up some shit. Clean up some shit. When I say that it wasn't what it was, that's when it should have been laid to bed. Then and there. Her whole freaking context of her commentary could have changed, but it wasn't like that. Somehow it appeared to be where the charade of the games, the Game of Thrones, it went on and it went on and it went on and it went on. The stupidity, the slow, the dumb, the retard, all that shit. Because I wasn't sitting out here being the person that people want you to be. All of that. Hunty, please. Because they ain't a damn thing dumb, stupid, retarded, slow, or fucked up about no papoose. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. So since I guess you might have had, let me get that right. You might have, you got to repeat shit correctly. You might have had your popcorn and shit and, you know, and laughter or whatever coming from the left. It's coming from the right now. And I don't give a damn whether if you and anybody else on that motherfucking Pearl Harbor find it funny, immature, lame, or anything of such about Papoose. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm going to do me. I'm going to do me. Period. Well, y'all, I done took my last sip. Well, maybe almost. I got, I think, one more sip on here. One more sip. One more sip. Yeah, she ran her crazy, you know. All of that stuff. Ran her crazy. Whole bunch of shit. And then she out here talking about some, what she did try to attempt to talk about, you know, the levels of a friend and the whole forgiveness things or whatever, you know. Want to teach people on that. Kudos to you. Teach them on. Because somewhere over here, you got that twisted as well. I'm a very forgiving person. But see, I ain't done nothing, you know, for me to need to be asking God or whatever to forgive me. I don't sin too much, Bumbo. I don't sin too much. I don't have a demonic heart that leads me down the path where I have to retrack and keep calling on God because he's busy on some bull crap. For what? The God that I call on is the God that I need where I say thank you. I'm a thank you person to God. He honors me back tenfold. with just being thankful. I'm not a bothersome because I know, what I do, not what I don't know. I know what it is to do. I know my 10 laws of commandments. You know, I don't like to be bothered with no goddamn higher for. What was that shit you was caught up in? Higher for, what was it? Higher for death or higher for something? What the fuck wants that shit tattooed to them? Not me. But in order to be tattooed into something like that in death, meaning that I guess you have to stick your nose up in that shit deep as hell. I ain't finna do that shit. Mm-mm. You and that goddamn boy over there, that what's his name, Romy Snow or Snow Dom, some shit, Dom Snow, girl, girl. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. So somewhere, you kind of laid pretty deep into that stuff. Oh, murder for hire. Yeah, that shit right there. That wasn't me calling all of the, what's her name? Passionate gangster thing. That wasn't me. I wasn't calling and doing all that shit tied up with no damn passionate gangster and all of that damn shit. I do remember though one time I think boom boom that passionate and her best friend or friend girl or whatever that was showed up over here on the chat, but that was some entanglement or whatever on defense with Bookham, and they got their ass right on up out of here too. Cause they was, I remember her coming over here trying to tell me what to do and mediate some shit. I remember that shit before I get the line, but I ain't seen them in a minute, so I don't know. Girl, you been tied up in a whole bunch of shit, whole bunch of shit, and I wonder why, and I wonder why. Yeah. See, the difference between you and I, boom, boom, since you said that you want to put down your law of the difference between the age thing. I'm 50-ish and you 60-ish or some shit right there, is that you were more involved in it. I only talked about it. I just talked about the stories. You were involved in the shit, girl. Yeah, that's crazy. Imagine that. Imagine that. Mm, yeah. So I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy as hell. Yeah, she did, man. She did. She had them eyes and stuff. But I remember when she came out too, mad, right? I think that she was like in the bathroom or something all the time. That's where she would go live at. And her husband, I guess, would probably be in the other parts of the house. And she would lose connection here and there, because she would always come live in that bathroom. So then I think she finally had to come clean, allegedly. It's just me, with her husband or whatever, about what she was doing. And then she finally was able to, you know, do the YouTube things or streets and stuff like that. But PG used to become live in the bathroom, for a hot second or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. Isn't that crazy though? And that's facts though, Bobo. So I don't think that I'm as messy or, straddling and caught up in a whole bunch of X, Y, and Z shit. Let's put that difference out here. More so than you than me. Because, baby, you been in it. You been in it. You done been down the lane with the whole justifying, and I ain't this person and I ain't that person and all of this buffale shit, you know. And it wasn't just you, it was a whole bunch of other people. But I told my stories on it. Yeah. You even come over here and had your little laughter and everything, but now you got your picks. My favorite people that I love to laugh at. And it's mighty funny out of it's been over 30 people out here. You narrowed it down to your family tree members now. You know what they call that? Spreading the butter on the bread. Girl. you, hey, you spreading it thick too, honey. You spreading it thick. Like I say, I want to see some fingers pricking or some blood out here. Y'all tapping index fingers together next. Baby, you spread that butter thick. All these people been on these microphones out here. You done been a fan of them all, allegedly. But you're mighty funny. You done narrowed it down to two. I think two of your favorites. How, Sway? How? How? And you mean to tell me ain't nobody else funny to you no more on here? Nobody else, just your two favorite. Girl, could you better quit? You better go ahead on with that. Girl, if Kevin Hart would have said that shit at that show and I paid him $500 for a front row seat, I'd have got the fuck up and walked the fuck out of there with that bogus ass damn lie. Matter of fact, I went up stage and told him, Kevin, now you know you lying, right? You know you need to quit that goddamn lying up and just stop that damn lying. I'm gonna need a refund on your bullshit. You just need to stop it. You done narrowed down your shit to two people. I wonder why. You know what, boo boo? I don't even know how I can't narrow my shit down to two because everybody out here funny to the motherfucker to me. you, I got to show these people, that I'm cool with them and I like y'all the most. My favorite. Yeah. You guys are, and you and us must never part. My speechless. What does that? That's how people do. They gonna tell, they gonna put out the best stuff about, that's how they do though, man, for real, straight up, boy. When they all of a sudden, when they done tied the knot and jumped the room. Yes, sweetheart, I am going to go and enjoy. I'm finna go to bed because I'm done with this. I didn't have this wine. This time. I'm ready to go now. I'm going. I'm going. Harlem said my time is up. Get the hell off. And I listen to my mods. I do. I listen to my mods. So give me about 5 more minutes, Harlem, then I'm out of here. I am so out of here. Yeah, that shit funny as hell. Yeah. And son, jump the broom. I will, Shannon. I definitely will. Nope, no more babies. I'm done with that. I'm ready to climb Mount Everest right now. Uh-uh. Now it's all, I got one more year. Yeah. And I can go and really do some pebbles. I got mountain climbing and shit to do and hiking and canoeing and shit. I got shit I got to go finish doing. Yeah. So, mm, I don't know. And, you know, this disclaimer, it's not in any, malicious intent, you know. So, yeah, think about my other mind say, get your butt off. Not at all, you know. It's just conversating on my channel, rebuttaling, back to anything, because I don't know these people too. to hate or despise to that level, to that extent, the way, a lot of them have chosen. And to stand correct, boom, boom. I'm not in no beef with no catfish. This is called clapback. See, I can clap back. I ain't got no anger. I ain't never threatened that woman. I ain't finna do none of that, in her words. None of it. She cracks me up with the BS, all that goddamn study hall lecture shit. Like somebody is 3, 4, and 5 years old out here. Matter of fact, why don't you go take up all her goddamn advice? Because my life is right. Thank you, Charles. My life is good. I ain't made no mistakes. Not like that to the extent that it cost me. You understand? The diploma from the high school and the other two diplomas, they there. But unfortunately, I chose a different path down my life. So, as you say, maybe we can learn some things. So you should be the first one if you feel that some things isn't effective in your life, or you didn't fail down a stair or two and need to be picked back up. Go get your coaching. I'm for that. I ain't gonna never sit down on nobody in that aspect. I wouldn't do that. Not at all. Anybody, all of y'all in the chat, if you feel that there is something that you need to learn or regroup on, and or another stepping stone in your life to get you another, go on over there to that woman's child and get I'm a child get the pencil and the paper to her channel and go and learn it. My life is good. There's nothing that I regret about it, and I took every step that was ordered for me. Mine was ordered, and I followed through on them. I followed through on them, and there are some things that was also ordered. Boom, boom. That probably should have been the right way. I didn't go the wrong way on them. I just didn't touch them. I felt like that, sometimes God, he was just ordering up too many steps. I'm like, slow down, bro. What you doing, Jesus? I was standing in the mirror going, hold on. And I know Jesus felt like that I was probably one of the soldiers, angels or whatever that can handle it all. But hold on, Jesus. I don't want to do that one. I definitely will. And I do have a lot of pictures. I'm taking a lot of them and I will be sharing some of them. I definitely would do that. So, headed to SeaWorld tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my days and take my mods and people in the chat advice, and I will not be back on here until I make it back home. I plan on traveling safely back and making it back in one piece the same way that I left. So you guys enjoy y'all days in the YouTube world, and I'm gonna be up out of here. So good night, y'all.